On November 21st of 2021, Darrell Lee Brooks Jr. drove a sports utility vehicle through an annual Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. 6 people lost their lives that day, and more than 76 were injured. Brooks ended up pleading not guilty on all counts. He represented himself in trial, and many of you know how all that went. The trial began on October 3rd of 2022. We've highlighted a lot of the trial on this channel if you'd like to watch it. The jury did find him guilty on all 76 charges, and on November 16th, he was sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 763 years and 3 months to be served consecutively. In short, he will never see the light of day outside of a cell again. The following series is a 4-part video of his interviews from when he was taken into custody after the parade. The first 2 interviews were audio only. However, we do have additional booking photos that you may not have ever seen before of Brooks being shown while the audio is playing. There are 2 interviews on part 1. When Brooks was arrested, he immediately complained that the officers had hurt his shoulder and his leg. So before bringing him into the police department, they did take him to the hospital. The interview of the hospital is on part 1. Following that interview is another interview that you may not have heard before, with a custodial person coming in to make sure the police weren't overbearing with him, so to speak. So that interview is a little interesting. When you get to the second video, which is part 2, you're going to see the video of him being taken out of his cell and being escorted into the interview with Carpenter. You may not have seen that before ever. That interview, though, you may have heard. If you have, I've broken that interview down to 3 pieces. So our segment of 4 does end with that interview. But what you may not have seen, and you might want to skip ahead for, are the images of him being taken out of that room and then placed back into his cell again. So we hope you enjoy this series. We appreciate you taking the time. And with that, let's get to it.
This is Detective Jay Carpenter of the City Waukesha Police Department. It's November. Okay. November 21st, 2021. We're at Waukesha Memorial Hospital, 725 American Avenue in the city of Waukesha. The current time is 22:56 hours. Be conducting interview with suspect Darrell, Darrell, E. Edward in the middle, Brooks, Brooks, Jr. He's a male, black, date of birth 2/21 of 82. Also present will be Detective Ben Stern of the City of Waukesha and 2 federal agents from the FBI. This will be conducted in the blood draw room at Waukesha Memorial Hospital, which has video surveillance recording connected as well.
There's a camera right there. The only dead spot's that chair. Just so you know, we have no audio, but there is a camera. The only dead spot's that chair.
Switch it over.
I just, and if you do want it, just let us know. We'll save it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, if you could, and we're gonna put a sign on this door saying don't enter.
Okay, thank you.
113, also 1823.
Did you go by Darrell or Darrell? Yeah. It's a good thing we have.
Good. See right here, Darrell.
I'll go grab you your water.
I'll tell you. Tight.
Hey, it's Darrell?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Darrell. I'm Jeremy Wojciechowski. I'm the FBI.
FBI.
Yeah, that's my partner.
FBI?
I'm Mary. Yep.
They're just kind of helping out because we're so short-staffed tonight. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
that's all it is.
How's your shoulder, right? Is that why
Yeah, well, he said in 4 to 6 weeks I might have to get it because it's still something's wrong. I know
You bang it up before or something?
Nah, it was just the way they slammed me. I
Okay.
hit the ground. I kind of like went up. Boom, boom. That's where the knee
Oh,
came
it's your
from.
knee
But
as well. Okay.
yeah, but the shoulder, I know something's wrong.
Yeah.
He said 4 to 6 weeks. The MRI won't be able to tell if anything's torn or anything like that. So
Okay.
FBI though.
We help out our local partners all the time. This is just something that we're here to help out
Because
with.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, believe it or not, we work at NPD a lot. We come down here, so we're kind of all over the place. But yeah, like
I've
Detective
never,
Carpenter
like,
said, we're
y'all
you know,
for real? The FBI for real?
That's
Yeah.
what this says at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not trying to be funny, but this is the first time I've ever even seen an FBI agent in real life.
Most we get that reaction from most. of us.
No,
Most
because
folks
it's
don't
like,
believe-
am I in a movie right now? Y'all sure
Don't-
y'all not punking or
don't-
pranking me or something?
Yeah, you don't need to let that
Yeah.
freak you out or anything.
Right.
And again, we
Yeah.
do work, so we work on a task force with MPD quite a bit, so
I'm
we
gonna
are out with.
put my arm like this just to stretch it out. Just to,
Yep.
I don't want you to think I'm doing nothing crazy.
You good?
Just
You good?
it leaves some pressure. Something
good.
right up in
No, you're good. Yeah, like she was saying, don't let don't let them don't let them make you nervous. Okay. You'll be talking to me mostly and my partner a bit. No, they'll ask you a little too, but just trying to get to the bottom of everything. Look, you were found basically running around in the yard. You said you grabbed dude's phone. That's
No, I
really-
didn't grab it.
I
actually.
don't mean you stole it. You
Oh, yeah,
asked
yeah.
for it and you made a call. And that's just kind of what I'm up here to start with and get the background about it. If you're willing to tell me just what you're doing in the yard, because obviously we have the perception we got, like I told you. They said, okay, they had us write this warrant, get some of your blood. But I have one side. So what am I missing? I'm missing Darrell's side, right? I don't know what created all this, why these people are calling us. And I can't really clear that up, or I'd like to clear that up, but best way to clear it up is if, you're willing to talk to me about it, okay? And that's just kind of what I'm here to sit down and chill with you about. We've been talking to you, about 4 hours now? And we've
Probably
been
longer.
Yeah, we've been pretty cool. It's been
Probably
pretty laid
longer.
back, so I'm looking to keep it that way. I'm not looking to pull any fast ones on you. That's why I've been straight with you to that point. I'm going to keep doing that now, right? Darrell, is it Darrell? Do I have the spelling right?
Yes, sir.
And it's E. Edward, like full middle is Edward, right?
Yes, sir.
Brooks, Brooks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And just verify your date of birth then for me.
2/21/82.
82. So you're 39?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Married at all?
No.
No?
As little as I am, I'm like, you ain't have to slam me.
Yeah. How many kids you got?
3.
3? How old are they?
18, 14, and 7.
18, 14, and 7. Yeah, what do they
Yes.
like to do?
My baby girls, they into everything that's going on right now. The TikTok, the,
Yeah.
the
Always on the
Instagram.
phone, right?
They always dance and making video. My oldest daughter just started high school,
Yeah.
and my baby girl she just started the first grade. So
Yeah. So they could all
my son is the oldest. My girls are the youngest.
they could build a computer, but can't normally talk like we know how to, right?
Yeah.
So you're born in Milwaukee?
Actually, Detroit.
Detroit.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Living in Milwaukee now?
Yes, sir. Grew up here. We left Detroit when I was I don't even think I was walking and talking yet. So,
Okay.
Milwaukee's home, Wisconsin's home, born and raised.
Okay. Not working right now, right?
No, not at the moment. No.
What do you do when you're working? What do you consider your job?
The last job I just had, I was working at a sheet metal place.
Okay.
Basically just they would have these hook things, you just basically it's strenuous because you got to do a lot of lifting and it's a lot of heavy lifting, but you basically just hanging these pieces on these hooks and they're going through the thing, they're steaming them, painting them, then they come back around and then you just box them up and load them.
So you're not married?
No.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You live with her?
No.
What's her name, your girlfriend's name?
Her name is Erica Patterson.
E-R, how does she spell it?
Erika.
P-A...
Yeah, Patterso.
Okay, and it's 4014 North 19th Street in Milwaukee. Do I have the right address?
Yes, sir.
Is that an apartment or a house?
It's a house.
Okay. What's the zip code there?
53209.
Okay. And last grade you completed in school?
12th.
Grade? 12th grade. Graduated high school?
Yes, sir.
What school did you go to in Milwaukee?
Riverside.
Riverside?
Yes, sir. Milwaukee Riverside Tigers. I see you smile. You know about Riverside, man?
I heard things.
We kicked y'all butt in football.
It was West Dallas.
Oh no.
I don't think we play Riverside.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I appreciate all the cooperation and all the good dialogue we've had, to this point, Darrell. Being that you're sitting here and I had some handcuffs on you before and all that jazz.
Absolutely.
You familiar with your legal rights?
Yes,
Have
I
you ever
am.
had those read to you before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So as you can see, they're written on this paper. So because, if I was sitting here and talking to you on your couch, we wouldn't have to worry about this. But because you're here, not in your home, it's kind of a thing I got to read to you. Okay. And again, it's just something I got to read to you before I kind of get your side, or hopefully get your side here, and love to hear your side. I'd like to know what Darrell has to say about, okay, we got some people calling us saying this, he said you made an utterance before. No, I wasn't driving. Someone thought you might have been. He had to get that warrant. You ended up calling a guy just to use his phone, kind of loitering around, and just, how you ended up kind of being there. That's what they say.
No. I was gonna say I knocked on his door to use his phone.
Yep.
Definitely.
Right, but it probably wasn't him that called because he got his phone, but someone was concerned about something. So just trying to figure out what's going on down in that neighborhood. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right,
would
Darrell.
be kind of, like I said,
Cool.
that wasn't probably the best, but I was just like,
That is
I
what it
need to
is.
get an Uber.
Yep.
I have money on my Cash App card,
Yep.
so I'm not trying to rob anybody.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to break it and obviously you can tell I'm not drunk. I'm not,
Yep.
under the influence of anything. So
Okay. All right.
that's basically what it was.
Okay. All right. In regards to these, Darrell, then, do you understand that you have the right to remain silent? Just answer everything with a yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then I just write down your reply. You understand if you give up that right, anything you say may be used against you in court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand you have the right to consult with an attorney and have an attorney present during any questioning?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you by the court?
Yes, sir.
Understanding the above rights, Darrell, are you willing to speak with me, us, primarily me? I'm the one that's going to be doing most of the talking probably.
I just want to know a little bit more about what's going on, just a little bit, because
Like I
I'm
told
just
you, I know very
confused.
little. I just know that, you were down in this neighborhood, someone called, they didn't know what you were doing down there and things like that. So I got limited from their side, but I'm looking to see, what you have to say about it. I'm looking to see, maybe the caller was just on some BS down there. I don't know. I don't know. But I can't really show the court that if I don't have, if I haven't talked to you. So that's why I'm here, just to kind of see what you got to say about it. Get your side of it. Running around a neighborhood's not the end of the world. It's not a huge deal.
Right.
You know?
Right. Unfortunately, I wouldn't have had to do that if I made better decisions with women.
Yeah.
But not gonna point the finger.
Sure.
I'm a grown man. I make my own decisions, so I'm not gonna point the finger at nobody. I just didn't think.
Didn't think, yeah.
What the hell?
You willing to speak with me, Darrell?
Not right now.
Not right now?
Yeah, I'm kind of. I'm still kind of confused about what the hell. Am I even being what am I even being detained for?
Well, I've kind of explained some of that to
yeah,
you.
you did.
Okay. And there was you running around the neighborhood, all right? And there was another incident that happened the other, I don't know what you know about or we were hoping you could talk to us about. But part of it, understand, is that part of it I understand is that
Wait,
I'm
wait.
not going to just tell you everything.
Okay, I was just finna say
You know
that.
what I mean?
Wait a minute.
Because part of it is information sharing too. So I kind of wanted to know what you knew about this neighborhood and things from then. And
Well,
we're
I
gonna go
don't.
from there.
To be honest, I'm not. From Waukesha. I'm not from Waukesha. I obviously have a paternity test there with my son's mama, but she's from New Berlin, so I don't really know too much about Waukesha and Waukesha County. I do have friends that stay in Waukesha. I do have people that I hang out with, watch the game, play cards with, eat barbecue, normal things like that. As far as knowing about the city, I don't. So I don't even know if the neighborhood I was in is a nice neighborhood, a shady neighborhood, or
Sure.
what people think somebody would be. I have no idea.
Sure.
To people that grew up in Milwaukee, and maybe it's a cliche, but everything kind of looks a little bit safer outside of Milwaukee when you're in a different city. So it kind of always look like, okay, ain't
Sure.
nothing to too much worry about it, as long as I'm not mugging somebody or, you know what I'm saying, trying to rape somebody or something like that.
Yep.
You pretty much think, okay, it's cool. You don't even really too much try to really let me see what street this is, or let me,
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of one of those deals. I kind of just ended up over there.
You set it up out here?
No, not out here, but where they
you were.
pick. Yeah,
Sure.
like I said, I got friends that live out here, so I've been out here a time or two. It's not a place I really hang out a lot.
All right.
So
All right, Darrell, I'm going to step out a minute. In here with my partner, and give me a minute. I'm going to come back and talk to you, okay?
yeah, well, I'm just,
Yeah, just give us 1
I
second.
just wanted to know just a little bit more about what was going on before I just let's and just the FBI.
Yeah.
What the hell?
They come out and they help out when we get swamped with stuff. I told you it was a real busy
Yeah,
day.
what kind of shit is going on, man? I don't think. Well, come on, man.
I can't make you today. Not gonna make you see anything, but what
I
mean?
got two little girls at home.
Yeah.
At least. What
That's
am I in? Am I in some serious shit?
no. That's what we're talking about. Is the whole neighborhood thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm not telling you to
'Cause that
go
person
against
could
your
be-
job
Right.
or do anything that you're not supposed to do. I'm just saying is the shit I'm looking at serious, because I at least want to.
That's on my part. So remember when I was saying we were waiting on bosses to communicate? They're communicating with him, not with me. That's why he's sitting down talking to you. So he can explain that stuff a little bit further when he
Man,
comes back. So
I'm just thinking about my girls, man. My shoulder is just one thing, but my son, like I said, my son grown. I don't worry too much about him, but those girls I worry about, especially in the time that we in.
yeah.
So that's the only reason why I was just saying, yo, man, whatever y'all can tell me, information wise, just please just let me, at least just for that my piece of head to be mine, to be able to be like, yo.
No, I follow what you're saying, and I know you want that peace of mind, but
Yeah, but then he just said something else. First he said it went from I was loitering to y'all needed my blood for OWI to now it's something else going on that he can't tell me. And I'm like, it doesn't seem like people are being honest with me now at this point. And that's why I'm like, why should I talk to you if you're not going to be honest with me? I've been nothing but honest.
yeah.
I didn't come in there drunk, whacked out, high out of my mind, giving y'all shit, beating on stuff, kicking on stuff, cussing y'all out, spitting,
No, you're right.
blaming
Yeah.
y'all for,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, man, at least just give me,
like we talked about, it was about, asking people to use the phone. People found that suspicious, and somebody saying that they thought you were drinking and driving, and
How would I?
that's what he's
right, but
looking. That's what he's looking for answers
That's the
for.
thing. How would I be drinking and driving, standing on a porch? I can't drive a porch. Like how? I wasn't taken out of a vehicle. I wasn't found in a vehicle. I wasn't found next to a vehicle. How can I have an OWI? For what? Because I smoke weed? Because I smell like weed? Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? How I was confused.
I understand your perspective, for
yeah,
sure.
I'm like, yo, y'all didn't take me. I can't drive somebody's house.
Huh.
And they talked to the guy. We stayed there long enough for them to talk to the guy. And I know the guy told them, hey man, dude knocked on my door and asked could he use my phone. I called my people and said, yo, I need an Uber. So if I had a ride, why would I be calling an Uber? Why would I be spending my money to go back to Milwaukee if I had OWI to commit? Do that seem like somebody that's committing an OWI that's calling for an Uber? That's why I'm like, y'all snatched me out of the man's porch. That's not a vehicle. It's not a car. How did it, why am I a suspected of an OWI when I wasn't detained in or around a vehicle? That just blew my mind. Like when I looked at the paper said OWI, I'm like, I'm not.
No, I get it from your perspective. If I was looking at it from your perspective, I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the hell? Like how? That's almost like saying I'm sitting in this chair, but I'm suspected of hiding in the garbage. Doesn't make sense. Y'all find me here, but I'm suspected of doing that. Well,
no, like I said, from your perspective, I totally understand the logic there. I'm a soldier. I do what I'm told. You know what I mean? This stuff's coming from
man,
higher.
I'm confused, man. Cause I'm like, what do I even tell? Like, what do I tell my kid? What do I tell my family? Like, what am I supposed to? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just detained right now. Nobody can tell me anything. And it's like, well, why can't they? And it's like, I don't know. Like, what the hell?
I'm as frustrated as you are. I wish I had more information, but bosses.
And then the FBI, like, is this some normal shit or is this some just shit because of me?
No, this is so like I said, we had an incredibly busy day today, the hospital, swamps and stuff like that. So FBI coming in and helping us is just because of the amount of, we don't have other detectives available.
Yeah.
We don't have other officers available. It's a very busy night. It's a Sunday night. So,
Wow.
no, that's normal for them to come in and sit in.
See, that's never happened to me. Like, FBI, that's some, you robbed a bank or, you know what I'm saying? You did some federal
bank, right? So,
no, I'm just saying, usually when, it's heavy drug trafficking charges or
sure.
bank robbery or something to do with the government, a major scam, fraud or something, then, the FBI, yeah, we but because I was using somebody's phone.
Like I said, they're here because they're kind of backfilling because we only have so many people available. So.
Man, I'm like, I don't, wow.
Yeah, again, looking at it from your perspective.
Wow,
like,
man.
What is
and then
it's like,
and then it's crazy because it's like, even with this situation, you can't even talk to anyone. You can't even say, hey man, look, this is what's going on, this is where I'm at, I don't know too much, or you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, hey, let your little sister know. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating for me, not only just getting roughed up, And like I said, maybe I shouldn't have been, I didn't look at it like, this is a shady neighborhood or a nice, I don't know the difference, but I don't know. I don't hang out in Waukesha a lot to know, oh, this area is this or this area is that, or these kind of people are in this area, or these kind of people, or watch out when you do. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to get home.
I gotcha.
That's it. That's it.
Darrell. Step out for a minute. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
No.
I'm like, what?
Got it?
Hi, Darrell. I'm here to talk to you real quick. Want to just step in here for me?
Yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, how you?
I'm all right. How you holding up? I was asking how you're holding up. Ooh.
Man, I finally found out everything I was here for, and I cried for like an hour straight. I had to get a new mask. My heart dropped.
Oh,
I'm not in good shape.
I am so sorry to hear
I'm not
that.
in good shape.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me just cut right to the point because I know you got stuff going on today.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, I heard that you had to go to the hospital, get checked out for some
Yes.
injuries?
Yes.
Okay. So, and you said it was from the police?
Yes.
Roughing you up? Okay.
Yes.
So, I don't know what you're used to, but in Waukesha, we take that very seriously, that claim very seriously. And I want to investigate and look into those officers that did that to you. I don't think that that's right, if that's what happened, and I want to be able to kind of go through and see what's going on with those cops and what might have happened.
Even
that
the
caused-
detectives said too when they came up, they was wondering why they had their knee all on my, because the only arm that was free was this one.
Okay.
And I kept telling them, I was like this, I said, my ID's in my back pocket, I'm just gonna give you my ID so you know who I am. And who the guy was, when he grabbed this arm, he yanked me so hard, I felt my shoulder pop.
Oh.
I actually heard it pop.
Oh.
And then he
That's
slammed me, boom. My shoulder hit, this side of my face hit, and then my knee was like, my leg was kind of up like this, and then this hit, boom. That's how I got all these scars.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they had to x-ray this knee, because this knee was scraped up. And right here, they was concerned that something might have been broken here because they said this bone was sticking out further than the other knee, so they wanted to x-ray the knee.
Okay.
They said my shoulder is definitely gonna need surgery. They did the x-ray and they said they would have to do an MRI to tell what's in there, but they can tell because it's a dent. It's actually a dent. I don't know if you can see it right here.
Mm,
You see that?
yeah, a little bit.
If I
Yeah.
turn like this,
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
they said something in there is torn, but
Okay.
they won't be able to know unless they did an MRI. And obviously, they didn't have time to do. I don't know.
Okay. Well, some of the medical treatment is stuff that they're in ER and they can only do so much, and then
Yes,
some of
that's
that
what
stuff
they-
is going to have to be
that's what they were
followed.
saying, yeah.
So I guess that's why I'm here, is I want to kind of look into that a little further. But in order to substantiate, I hear what you're telling me with the injuries, and I believe you. But I have to have proof of that too, so I want to see if I can get the medical records from the hospital to show those injuries that you've got. So what I have here, I can go through it with you quickly, is just an express consent for release of medical information. It's got your name, date of birth on here, your address, and just standard, I check all the boxes because we don't know exactly what they have. The medical field can sometimes withhold stuff from us unless we check all the boxes to make sure. So if I go through and I get something and only gives me limited information, I gotta come back again. So just to avoid all that, I check all these boxes just to get all the necessary information that I need. And then I need the signature right here for you. And if you're willing to do that, I can get you a pen and we can get you signed that, and then I can get on my way and start looking into this a little more. Okay, do you have any questions at all?
Not about this, but were my phones kept for evidence?
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. Right now they're being kept for evidence, and then you'll get them back when we're done with them.
They would bring them over to my property?
If you're still here, yep, they'll bring it in.
Okay. No, I was just concerned because, my kids' numbers are in there.
Yeah,
I got one kid that's grown, so.
we're not trying to keep that stuff
No,
from you.
I know
You know
that.
what I
I
mean?
was just wondering, because I'm like, I don't want, I know they were saying something about, they had to, like, open them up or something, or.
Yeah, it's called a forensic download. So they're basically just going to grab the content from it, but it's way above I don't deal with the technology stuff very well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
All right. So what I need from you is a signature right here. You're the patient signature, and then I can give you the date. Is the 23rd? Are you able to?
Well, it's kind of.
I know it's
not as
limited. Do the
far as
best that
it-
you can. Signature right here on that line, and then I'll sign as a witness after.
They had to X-ray this too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said you see it's kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said none of the bones were broken, but the shoulder they're concerned about because they can't see.
Sure.
You know.
The date is the 23rd, 11/23rd.
I kind of when I do my signature. I turn this.
And the time right now, you can put 12:35 p.m.
Yeah, I asked. I was like, who were those guys? What were their names? Like.
Yeah, I know who they are, so I'm gonna figure it out. Some of them weren't with our department either, so that's why, at our department, we don't do that stuff, and if we do, we look into it. And so, they're with another department, so that's why I wanna look into it more,
Oh,
'cause
that's what
not.
it was.
Yep.
Oh.
So that's why I wanna look into it and make sure that, we don't tolerate that at all.
I was kind of surprised. I was just like, damn.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, I don't want that to happen to you or anybody. It doesn't matter what's going on, right?
Like, yesterday, they wouldn't give me any Tylenol for it at first. It didn't even help when they did give it to me. It's like a burning sensation that just keeps doing this. Keeps doing this.
Are you gonna be able to get some follow up in here? I know
I've
it's.
been asking them for something for the pain ever since last night. I haven't even seen a nurse yet. I told them, I said, I can't. First of all, I'm sickle cell anemia, so I'm cold. I can't sleep, and then I can't I can't get comfortable because everywhere I turn, my
Sleep
shoulder
on your shoulder,
throbs, and it's like a burning sensation that is just. If I try to lift my arm too high, it hurts. If I turn it a certain way, it hurts. If I lay on it, it hurts.
Sure.
They said something was definitely wrong. They just couldn't tell from the X-ray because the X-ray didn't show any broken bones.
Okay.
But they said something.
I'm glad at least there's no broken bones, right?
Yeah, but they definitely told
But if
me.
there's something else going on, I want to know about it, and
I
I'll look
won't
into
know
it. Okay.
because obviously they couldn't do an MRI, so I don't even know what's wrong with it. But they said something is definitely wrong
Something's
because
up.
they was like you shouldn't have a dent right there. They don't know if it's like I said when he pulled it and it popped. Did he tear a muscle? Did he? They don't know. They was like, you're gonna definitely have to get this looked at. We don't know how soon when you'll be getting out or whatever the case to follow up, but you definitely need to get an MRI because something is definitely wrong with that.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that the nursing staff here, but now that I have access to medical records and things like that for this, I'll be able to know the further treatments that you get as well. And we'll be able to look into that and make sure. Okay.
See this too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with?
It was all from the slam.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told them about. They didn't even do the X-ray on. I think they did. Like sort of around my wrist right here.
Okay.
They didn't do. I was telling them like my fingers. I something looks, this, you can tell something's wrong
Yeah,
with that.
something's going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna look into that, okay? You have any questions for me at all?
I just wanted.
I'll keep you updated, okay?
Yeah, this isn't right, man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And we don't tolerate that shit, okay? So I'm gonna do what I can to see what's going on, all right?
I definitely appreciate you because I didn't even think. I just thought it was just gonna be like, okay, that happens. So what, you know?
No, not so what.
And I'm just like, so like, how can these people? I mean, I understand, you know, it was, you know, graphic things, or you know, now I know, but I was just trying to gauge, like, if I'm not showing, I'm telling you guys, like, yo, I don't have any weapons. I'm trying to get my ID to show you who I am, and you still, you know, I was just like, man, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I get it. We don't tolerate that. I'm gonna look into it, okay? We'll figure out what's going on. All right?
What's your name?
My name is Jessica. Okay?
I appreciate you coming in.
All right.
I just thought I was just gonna have to just be like, well,
No, that doesn't sound fair, does it?
no, it's not. It's not.
Okay. All right. We'll take care of Darrell, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Oh,
You're
one
welcome.
more question.
Sure.
After everything's over with, will my mom be able to get the truck back, or get at least everything that's in the truck out of it?
Yeah, so we have
Like,
some legal obligations of how, you know, when we can release it versus how long we have to hang on to it and things like that. Once those legal obligations are met, your mom can get the vehicle back.
I don't even think she gonna want the vehicle. She just probably gonna want, cause like the title and stuff is in there.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Certain paperwork that goes to the truck, the keys.
Yep. Yeah, we can definitely
some
arrange for that.
clothing, stuff like that. I know she's gonna want basically just really the contents of everything that's in there.
That makes sense. We can arrange for that when the time comes, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you for speaking with me.